Da, 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 dee. Yeah. Hello guys, I'm Ninu. I'm a high schooler living in Monterrey, Mexico, and I've been obsessing over one thing for a while now. Uh, the thing is, why good strategies fall apart when you actually try to execute them. That gap between what you plan and what actually happened. Mm, like I ran a business a year ago, and that experience let me focus on this topic. So I want to eventually build a consulting practice around that, maybe tomorrow. But lately, I've been feeling kind of lost. Specifically, I've been running a student AI group, writing papers, scheduling a PM to cover that topic. So I did a lot of things, but at the same point, at the same some point, I realized I haven't actually stopped to think about any of it. So I decide to slow down and just read right now and argue with what I read. The reason why I chose reading is because it actually slows my pace, and I felt that before considering like a strategy to be executed, I felt that like I have to consider what strategy to execute and how to establish a good strategy or theory, whatever. The book that I'm going to read is Strategy Paradox by Michael Raynor. And like I'm not gonna merely summarize it, but rather to push back on it. I'm gonna push back on it. Today's topic is why the companies fail even when they execute their strategy perfectly or their commitment was really good. So, the core idea of this book is actually kind of unsettling. The strategies of massively successful companies and completely failed companies tend to look really similar, meaning that like the similarity between them is more similar to each other than either looks compared to a mediocre company. It is called strategy paradox. The reason is that succeeding requires commitments going all in and betting like all your chips. And that same commitment is actually what destroys you if your prediction about the future, the strategy, turns out to be wrong, completely wrong. That's what the book calls the strategy paradox. And for me personally, this is uncomfortable because, yeah, my whole focus has been on the gap between strategy and execution. But this book is pointing that, like, I'm kind of wrong or, like, uh, something that comes before that, the prediction. Yeah, so if the strategy is wrong, it doesn't matter how well you execute. And this point is the main focus of the book. The execution didn't fail, but the prediction did. And that changes how I think about consulting, honestly. So the next question is pretty obvious. It is if prediction is the real problem, can we just get better at predicting? Or can adaptability, I mean, like, can adaptability kind of offset the effect of malprediction? So, in the next video, I'm gonna discuss about the book's point of this question. Like, the book answers this question, but I'm gonna discuss or criticize or just apply that answer in my context. So, yeah, that's it. But I really feel that rather than just sitting and reading and discussing about the book, yeah, these steps are necessary and obvious, but rather than just rather than insights that someone made, I just want to try something hard, such as a real consulting business that can experience the thing I want to do, and applying the knowledge of this book might be a better insight in terms of usefulness. So yeah, whatever. Thank you.